Hello, Gertie and McMurdy. I'm making a blanket. Um, I do a stripe every day, um, and I'm gonna go the whole year. So I think it's about 7 feet long right now, and then I started on the next row a couple days ago. I was doing it wrong, so you can see it like it it jumps up because I did too much on this side. It's like bunched up. Um, So the first 3 days are messed up, but uh, I'm getting it right now. I figure out how to do it right. So um, anyway, I don't really mind that doesn't really matter how it turns out. It's just kind of like an art piece thing. If that makes much sense. Um, since the first, so I started this on the first of the year. Not this month, the first of the year, January 1st. So that's when I started learning crocheting as well. I am learning as I'm going, which is why I'm messing up. But I knew it was going to be like that, so it's okay. It's all part of the experiment, you see. I want to see if I can go a whole year without missing a day. And then it'd just be cool at the end to have um like a record of the year, every stripe is a different day and I can say, "Oh, I learned a different stitch on that day," and "Oh, I messed up on that day because I didn't know what I was doing." So, yeah, thank you. It started out kind of rough. So this was January 1st, and I didn't realize my different yarn widths were too different. Um, but it started getting more even because I started using similar thickness. Or if I have a thinner yarn, I'll double it up so it kind of matches more. Um, yeah, I'm not other than this part I messed up here. It really is a bummer. I should have just rewatched the tutorial instead of thinking I remembered how to do it. How to join on the sides there. Besides that, it's turning out well. It's okay. Yeah, I'm trying to make it all nice and even if as much as I can. Are you working on any projects at the moment? Waiting on more yarn to arrive. Uh, 5 projects going. What are the 5 projects? Bags, 2 blankets, and a scarf. Nice. That's kind of nice. I think it would be nice to be able to jump between projects, but I have to do this one every day, so I don't often do much other crocheting. I have another scarf that I am working on, but I really have to be in the right mood because after I do this one, um, I usually don't want to keep going. I'll do this one for like between 30 minutes to up to 3 hours a day sometimes. So, but I always do it every day. I don't miss a day. When I go places, I have to take it with me if I'm staying the night. Don't like the stitches on it. How far are you into it because I certainly would have frogged these past 3 days if it wouldn't mean, ruining the idea of the whole project. But what can you do? Can't go back in time and change the days past, so I can't do it to my project either. Like 4 rows. Oh, just undo it. It is. It doesn't feel good to undo what you've done. Like going backwards, not making progress, regressing. But if you undo it and then you get it right the next time, it's worth it, I think. Sometimes you gotta go backwards to go forwards. 60% done. Didn't like the stitch. Took you one. Took you an hour and a half just to frog it. Holy shiz! Dang. Well, that's dedication. Dedication to your craft. I gotta respect it. You've come too far and can't go back. No regrets. Crochet plushies is my specialty. I have a market I do in my town, but it's off season, so I'm trying to do things. I want to learn how to make those. My camera. As you can see, uh, I like plushies. These two are mashups, so I cut the heads off and sewed on different plushies. I've got some plans to do that with some other ones. Some mashups. And then the crochet. Check out this legendary pull from the thrift store yesterday. Boom. Bam. Bada bop boom. Pow. I should have done the head first. Bada bop boom. Pow. That was the rump. So I thought that was pretty cool. What else? Got this one. My friend who watches anime or whatever said it's a horse girl from a horse girl anime. Doesn't really look like a horse to me, but whatever. This one little kind of like Hatsune Miku looking thing. And a squishmallow. And a stress ball. This one's kind of two of these now. All these on different days. But alright, those are just the cutest little things. I also make post-apocalyptic costumes. So it's not all sunshine and rainbows around here. These are my goggles. Hold on. These are my Mothman goggles. More of a mask at this point, but what are you gonna do? I'm working on different Wasteland items to put on an Etsy store. I haven't sold anything yet. I just made the page, and anyway, we'll see how that goes. I'll get back to chat here. Where's my? I had the chat in OBS, and then I must have changed something on accident because I can't find it anymore. It's like not part of the interface. And I looked into it, and I don't know. how to change it back. Those are cool. Thank you. Yeah, I sell cute plushies to little kids. Little do they know I am watching horror movies while I make them. Yeah, it's true. Hopefully none of the energies from the horror soak into the plushies. Get a Chucky type situation on our hands. You know. Where is my mind? I just wanted to show you. I have my costumes all in pieces, so I don't want to go put them all together, but this is a picture of my. You can get it to focus on that. And I get it to focus on that. Will they, won't they, will they? There we go. It's got some focus. For a second at least. Anyway, so I make stuff like that. I would like to make some horror plushies for fun. Yeah! Have plans. Have plans. I saw some horror, some customized ones on Etsy that I thought were pretty cool. And they got the old juices turning in the noggin. Or did they get the old noggin turning in the juices? It's hard to say. But I'm gonna make a couple of those just for fun. And people make stuff and they like some of those horror plushies. They're not making them from scratch. They're taking an existing plushie and customizing it. And they sell them for like $250. This one page was selling, and I looked and they had a lot sold. So like, dang, that's kind of. I think that's something I could make. The dream is just to be able to make things and then, support yourself off of it. But hard. Get a lot of my patterns from Etsy as well. Yeah, people who make patterns for these things. It's very impressive. It's out of my skill level at the moment. Costs like 70, but it's a big dinosaur with a backpack and a hat. Oh, that sounds fun. What critters do you usually make? You have some favorites or go-tos, or just whatever speaks to you? Whatever speaks to you. If you make clothes for them, like let's say you did a little guy in a jacket or a suit or something, you make the clothes separate and then just put them on like doll clothes? Or do you make them as part of the body, like they're just part of it, integrated? Or is it sometimes both? One or the other or both? One or the other or both? I know, but I'm asking what you do. Like the hat and the backpack, I guess you would make those separate for the dragon? Would be my assumption. Or dinosaur, whatever it was. A dinosaur. Really gotta use the restroom. I will be back in like. If I don't fall in, that is. I'm back. Man, it's always gets caught on this thing. It's chaos. Some of my similar dinosaurs have pool floors. They can come off. Oh, that's a fun idea. I just kind of wing it. So you're good enough that you like don't need a pattern. You can just make up something. That's the level you want to be at. You can start improvising and problem solving on your own. Development. Plushy development. In my mind, that song has been stuck in my head. You know what? If I sing it, it'll just stay longer. It'll stay. I've only been crocheting 5 years. Nice. Yeah, it's a. What am I doing? That's a significant number of years to learn. I spend way too much on yarn. Bro, it's so expensive. It's like it's cheaper to just buy finished products than buy yarn and like make your own stuff. There's a lot of things that are like that. Um my local thrift stores are really nice. They have they'll sell big bags for like $2 full of a bunch of different schemes. Um that's what I've been doing. The first uh the first week or two I was frogging like beanies and different items I found cheaply. And then realized that they just sell the yarn, like unused yarn, for cheaper than the items. So started doing that. I did want to make the whole thing. My initial idea was the whole thing would be made out of reused items. Be like artsy or something. Like all these other people's possessions are now part of this thing, but this is so much easier and nicer just to use new yarn. Yeah, um, when when I get good and I can make quality items, I want to use wool. Um, but I just know it's very expensive, so but it's very nice. Wool and cotton both are very nice to use. Yo, Carrot's back. Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Doo-doo-doo. What's up, Carrot? Carrot Top. Back with the emojis. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Not much going on upstairs either. Daily Ducky, nice. It's good to stay committed. I've been going to bed early, and then I've been setting an alarm to wake up and do this, and then go back to bed. Oh man. I just need to do it early in the day, and then I won't have to do it at night. Gertie McMurdy, Daily Ducky, is that crocheted? Yes. Parrot makes a duck every day. Kinda crazy. I don't understand the speed. Speed. The power. What was this called? I love that for you. So every duck is made with double strands, one for the high temp and one for the low temp. And then they all get named. Last spell I name you. Ill news is an ill guest. Do-do-do-do-do. Well, you do enough talk, my little hawk. Why do you cry? You should pull something out to fiddle with. A little bit of tinkering. Let me see, what is this? It is a year-long project, so I didn't want to think too much into the pro. Exactly. I'm getting the cheapest yarn I can. So no color pattern really, just whatever I can find. Well, this of course. Um, and then I do sewing and whatnot with my apocalypse stuff. Um, do some sculpture and drawing, and then gaming, some gaming with friends and solo. I don't know, that kind of stuff, I guess. Some leather work. I hop between things a lot, but this is the one thing I do every day consistently. Um, play Dead by Daylight, Overwatch, Minecraft sometimes, Roblox sometimes, um, and just a bunch of other ones intermittently, depending on what I'm feeling. What about you? Do you have any other hobbies or games you play? Oh, nice. Is it just a vanilla server? Called one block? How do you play Minecraft with one block? You just have to keep reusing it over and over again. The whole world's one block. You mine it and it disappears. Skyline type thing? Oh, yeah. I get you. You mine the block and gives you more blocks. Ah, okay. I like that. I like that idea. So it gives you different types of blocks, I take it. I don't know, just cobblestone or whatever. I see. That's cool. I'll have to try that one out. Currency and farming. Nice. How many people you got on your server? Yeah, it sounds like a fun game mode. Yeah, I'm a bit of a homebody. I don't get out too much. I would like to have more outdoor hobbies and stuff, and all of my friends live in different cities, so it's like we don't get out and see like do things in person that much anymore. Yeah. So it's kind of a bummer. Yeah, like I'm fine at home. It's just oh, much of a good thing, you know. Be too much of a good thing. Exactly. Hide from the world. The cruel, cruel, terrible world. There is nothing out there in all of creation for me. Told you how long you got, all the time in the world. You know, I genuinely would like to like get rid of everything I don't need and take off and just travel like vagabond style, you know. It's kind of I don't know, I'm always impressed by people who do that. Dogs are nice. I wish I had a dog. I'm in the U.S. Only been up to Canada once. Oregon's a beautiful state. I would love to go move up to the Pacific Northwest, Washington or Oregon, or maybe even Alaska. Beautiful part of the world. Yeah, BC is really pretty. Up around Victoria is really pretty.
I'll move to Australia. Fair dinkum, mate.
I lived in Australia for 1 year. What part do you live in?
God, I miss the Tim Tams.
Yeah, I was over in Perth. Oh, in Queensland, nice. What brought you down there? Did you move there like as an adult or as a child? I would very much love to go back. Live there for another year, that'd be fun. When I was 11. Nice. Yeah, it's a cool place. Are you in your 20s? Oh, Gertie. Gertie, you flatter me. Too much flattery. No, I'm in my early 30s. I'm old! Of course, it's all relative, but I'm definitely older than I was. And that's a fact. Mid to late 20s. Yeah. Well, thank you, I guess. I suppose. I feel like I look my age. I think if I lost weight, I would look a little younger, but you know. Raised baby, go hand in hand. There's like a crusty yellow stain on this yarn. Uh, Probably just food or something, but grossing me out. So I'm gonna hit it with the isopropyl hand sanitizer there, just in case it's like throw up or something. Nasty. But it was cheap. Well, if you ever come to Australia again, you should come to the Outback and sweat your balls off in the summer and freeze your butt off in the winter. Yeah, that's how it is here. I live in Utah, and winters and summers are both brutal. Um, the winters in Perth were nice. Didn't get freezing. It was just got rainy. No snow or anything. But the summers were Satan's armpit. hot and humid because we were right by the ocean. I'm not used to the humidity. It's nice and dry over here, so the heat's not quite as oppressive, I think. Do do. Yeah. Um, you probably don't get snow, I take it. Although this year has been quite an anomaly. We haven't had any snow, which we're usually buried in it by now, so strange. Nice for driving though. Um, quite a few lives have been spared due to there not being snow. I mean, places like here where it's icy and snowy half the year or more really shouldn't be car dependent. We should have like trains and stuff going everywhere, like a civilized country, but no, I don't need to go down that political rabbit hole. That's what Discord is for. Coldest winter day here. Oh, that's shorts weather for me. Unironically, that's shorts weather. That's perfect temperature. I run pretty hot, um, so I like it when it's cooler in the 60s. It's wonderful. What is the temp here? 44 degrees right now. Oh, it's not too bad for nighttime. Still above freezing. It's in the 20s frequently at nighttime. Well below freezing. Always got the aircon going at home. My accent used to be better, I swear, when I lived there. Yeah, it's for a winter night here, it's not bad. Um, gets into the 20s and 10s. It'll hit 0 Fahrenheit. Uh, I think when I was camping in the mountains, I like -20 is the coldest I've been in. Sleeping in a snow cave that was poorly built in -20 degrees. Well, I didn't sleep. I stayed up all night shivering. Not good. Should have brought two sleeping bags. Actually, I think I did have two sleeping bags, but they weren't like, you know, backcountry rated or anything. An American accent most of the time, but when I'm getting angry, the accent comes out. That's funny. Yeah. Yeah, when I moved home, people would notice it. It would come out sometimes, but that faded away pretty quickly. Stuff you, mate. What I always thought was funny is like When an Australian would get mad at me or whatever, cuts me out or what, they would still say mate. Stuff you, mate. It's like mate's kind of an endearing term, a term of like it's like friendly. Just thought it was funny.
Did you get yourself a nice Sheila down under?
Or are you single like me? Or are you? Are you a woman? I don't even know what you are. My parents are also very clearly from the USA. It has a small town here, so when they ask who my parents are, they're like, "Oh, you have the Yanks." Yeah, the only Americans in town. Um, so did they? Are they? I take it they're probably retired, but when they were working, what were they doing? Or have they always been retired there? Well, if you moved there when you were 11, they were probably still working. I swing both ways, but no, Sheila or bloke. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you there. Dad was a computer scientist. Mom was a nurse. Wow, that's cool. Jeweler making's fun. What kind of mining does he do? In Western Australia, it was mostly gold mining. People flying in and flying out. I think it was like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off kind of thing. Or 10 days, something like that. Opal mining. Wow. That sounds cool. Does he enjoy it? Uh, gonna sell the mine. Is it his mine? Does he own the mine? That way they're selling it because he can't do it anymore. All right, I keep touching that crusty, gross bit, and it's like grossing me out. I'm past it now, so I think. Oh, I already read that one. Shutting down the mine. Oh, right to mine land. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Does your mom make some pretty cool stuff with the jewelry? Yeah, sure. Send it on in. Send it on over. Oh, that's fancy. Wow. So they have their own website and everything? Like it. Cool. There's a little jewelry making culture down there, Newtown. Lapidary. I like that word. Lapidary. Oh, that's cool. Love fossils. Big fossil guy. Have you ever done any digging? How far out from like the big city are you? Yeah, I like natural history museums. 19-hour drive. Okay. Pretty out there. I'd love to live in a small town again. Yeah. Cities are fun to visit and live in a big city. That's cute. What kind of dog is it? Bull Arab cattle dog, wolfhound, and some pit bull in there. Quite the mix. Wolfhounds are beautiful. Bull Arab. just turned 4. Happy birthday. Okay. Not what I was expecting it to look like. But she's a big dog, it sounds like. Right. She looks dirty. Oh, she is cute. It's an interesting fur color. Very chalk kind of coffee or chocolate brown. I've never seen one quite like that. I don't think she looks derpy. Yeah, red. That makes sense with the coat. Her name is Luna. Luna like the Moona. Luna Tuna. That's funny. I'd call her Loony Luna. If she is in fact loony. Looney Tunes, yeah, it's a good one. When you first said Luna, I thought of Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter. Harry Potter. Looney Tunes. You're like digging holes in thin water, and we know that can't be done. Now I wish that you would move to the sun, 'cause you're like digging holes in thin water air, and we know that can't be done. Do you have any pets? I do not. I've had many pets over the years. Oh, I do have a pet. Am I out of my bonker brain? Boing. I have a dog. I need to go to bed. I do not have a dog. I have had dogs though. I have a fish. That's my only pet. Just a little beta. He's blue and black. He looks pretty cool. It's 12:48 a.m. Um, but I've had snakes, uh, big snakes, medium snakes, small snakes. I've had frogs. I've had ferrets. I've had cats. I've had dogs. I've had hamsters. I've had lizards. All kinds of little critters. Yeah. I used to have I've had boas and pythons. Um I had a reticulated python for a bit. I had a this beautiful ball python. She was a spider morph, but didn't have any health problems with it, which was good. I would wrap her around my neck while I was on the computer. She liked the warmth, you know. It was kind of fun, but I had to give her away when I moved. Unfortunate. I'd really like to get a good dog. Dogs are wonderful companions, nice social creatures. Um, I also really like large birds, but I've never owned one. It's a pretty big commitment, it seems like, you know. Like having it, they say it's like having a 2-year-old for 100 years because it can live that long. Like if I got one now, it would outlive me. Like big babies, yeah, and they're loud. Oh my, their screams are like way louder than any human can make. Ear splitting. And they've got those beaks they can get you with. I mean, like, if I had a bird, it wouldn't bite me, but still. I had one take a chunk out of my finger at the bird rescue. There was a bird rescue here, it closed down, but I would go in and just visit the birds every now and then. And there's this one that would like trick you. It would like act like it wanted you to pet it through the cage. It would like come up next to you and um like put its body on there so you would touch it, you know? And then right as you did, it would turn and bite you. And he got me good. He got a big chunk out. Um, started pouring blood out of my finger immediately. And so I got a rag and they had a band-aid for me there, but I went back and the bird was chewing. He was chewing on the flesh that he had taken off the skin. He was like chewing it up in his little beak. I was like, I don't want a bird like that one. But there were obviously really pleasant ones and nice ones there too. Maybe one day. Oh, you meant big dogs are like babies. Um, yeah, I can see that too. But these birds will throw tantrums like no other. I guess the really big dogs don't live as long, which is a shame. It'd be cool to get a wolfhound or something like that. pounds. Sizable. My neighbors have a Great Dane and a Collie, and they bark at me nonstop. They bark at all the neighbors. It's super annoying. Great Danes are pretty though. It weighs 55 pounds. That's good medium-sized dog. Yeah. Well, some people don't feel the urge to train their dogs for some reason. Browse when you get visitors. Yeah, that makes sense. Jack Russell slash Beagle and she's yeah, see you next Tuesday. I don't know what that means. Oh, I got it. um, yeah, it's interesting how dogs' temperaments can be so different. Mm-hmm. 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 I didn't train her properly. She doesn't listen to cuddles with you. She's bipolar, I think. Could be. Dogs are out of their gourds. Do. Oh, that's what we got. Blues yesterday and grays today. So I will continue with the gray in the morning at some point. Well, probably the evening before it turned before 12. This is I don't know, half maybe. Single crochet, I thought they called it. I think they call it single crochet here. It's just the first stitch that everybody learns, the basic stitch. I don't think it's I don't think it's double. Mm, yeah, I think I'll call it there for now. It's late. But if you're on tomorrow, around whatever time it is for you, probably in the morning. Was it like 9 for you, 9 a.m. or 10 or something? I do this every day. Bertie McMurty. What do you do on Discord? I'm not on Discord much, but I can add you. I don't know if I'm gonna be on there super. Oh it's 6 p.m. Oh, okay. Thought it would be like morning for you. Late afternoon, evening, I guess. Early evening. Oh, where you keep contact friends. Okay. Gotcha. All right. Well, it was nice talking with you, and see you when I see you. Have a good evening.